Hi, James. How you doing?
Hey, Robert, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
So, you play, of course, Dr. Horace Baltz on the show. He was one of the more experienced doctors on the staff during Hurricane Katrina. Do you feel like this kind of gave him a different perspective or caused him to approach things differently than some of his colleagues?
Well, he'd been there longer than anybody. I mean, I guess he was the senior member of the staff there. And as he says in the piece, that he'd been through a dozen of these hurricanes, and it was to him, it was like um, being snowed in at the airport. It's just an inconvenience, is what it was. Well, of course, it became a lot more than that. And so I thought of my character as, I was the calm within the storm. And um, it still was very difficult for him and everybody else. But I felt that I had a responsibility, my character did, to help everybody get through this. Excuse me.
Absolutely. Actually, your character has several interactions, and I think key scenes with Dr. Poe, who is, of course, played by played by Vera Farmiga. What was it like working with her and putting a spotlight on her story as it relates to this crisis as well?
Well, first of all, she's wonderful to work with, and I think she did a marvelous job in her characterization in the show. And as we all tried to do, we tried to give them a humanity about who these people were. And remember, this is our story about these events. This is not a documentary. And so, as actor to actor, I found her wonderful to work with. And as I said, I think she does a wonderful job. Um, and of course, we came from, we have it had a different, uh, a different approach to our patients, as every doctor does. I mean, they all approach it differently. And I disagree with her in certain points, but I'm trying to, I know she in this experience is new to it. And so I'm trying to help her. And, but she has ideas of her own, of course, which I disagree with. Again, my character does. This is a story. It's not a documentary or in any way. So I hope that answers your question. I was going on and on there.
No, I know exactly what you were talking about. Really
Yeah.
quickly before I let you go, of course, the heat was a major factor in this
Yes.
crisis as well. Did you all simulate any of that on set? Because it looked like you guys were really sweating it out there.
Well, they, yeah, every time before they say action, says, come on, he needs a little more oil there on his face and stuff like that. So, no, and the squirt bottles going under your arms and all that stuff. So, fortunately, where we were doing it was in Toronto, which is a long way from New Orleans. And, but they did a good job of that to keep us looking like we were. Each day got worse and worse. So it was that was good acting. If you believed we looked like we were in trouble because it was fine where we were.
It was
That was
excellent acting,
all.
and you guys will see it for yourselves on August the 12th. That's when the first three episodes of 5 Days at Memorial premiere on Apple TV Plus. Robert Pine, thank you so much for taking a few minutes with me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you, James. I appreciate it.